Test 1 2, check 1 2. All right, testing out a new microphone again, goofing around with the position to see what will work. See what's going to be the best position. You put it in front of you, you can't see the keyboard to type. That's a little bit of an issue there. But it's closer to my mouth with which I think it makes a better sound, so I don't have to talk so loud. But I can see the keyboard if I move the keyboard a little farther. Let's check that. It's not bad. I could get used to it, I guess. But I put on the wind buffer cover over the microphone instead of the little screen pop thing. I guess the screen thing that you usually see on people singing, to keep them from spitting on the mic and making those sounds. So, Rebecca, how are you? Touched by yarn. All right, I got a question for you, Rebecca. I could not find your channel. You don't have any content, do you? Because I was looking for your channel and I couldn't see your content. I'm testing out this new microphone here and I'm trying different things. I had this on before, this little screen thing. I hope you're doing well, Rebecca. Thank you for coming and saying hello. I'm just doing a test, though. I had this on here first without this muffle, this screen thing on the microphone. So now this was really becoming cumbersome and it's big and it gets in the shot. So I took it off. This is supposed to be for wind. So I don't know what's best here. But I'm goofing around with it. So, Rebecca, let me turn the microphone the right direction here. Pardon the sound if it made a sound right there. All right. Testing. Not yet. I will have a video up Tuesday. Oh, congratulations. And tell me again where you're at. You're in Missouri, right? Is it Columbia, Missouri? Because, I wanted to support your channel. And I think we were talking weather last time. I'm looking at your comments. When I look over here, I'm looking at your comments to see what you type. And it's delayed. StreamYard is delayed, sometimes 8 seconds or something like that. So you might type it, send it, and it doesn't get to me for like 6 or 8 seconds, which can be Columbia, Missouri, right? Cool. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I was wanting to watch your content and see what you have because you're touched by yarn. I was watching Ava Potterfield. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she was doing some crocheting with yarn this morning. And she was wearing something she crocheted. She had like a little toboggan or beanie, depending on what you call it, on her head that she had crocheted. So I think that's pretty cool. So I went on Hot Mess Missy the other day. I don't know if you're familiar with her. And they were busy. They were too busy for me. I was trying to get in the conversation, but they were too busy. So then I moved over to Yogi Hollow Farm and went on her panel for just a little bit to say thank you for all the new subscribers. So I appreciate it. And I think that's where you saw me from, right? Yogi Hollow Farm, because I think you've been on their panel before. So anyway, I'm testing out the microphone. I've already did 2 tests already, and this is the 3rd test. I deleted the other tests because I don't want people think they need to watch a test. So this is what I'm doing. And I'm talking differently to see how it sounds, to listen to it back. I'm trying to talk quieter and be closer to the microphone so it sounds better. If you want a bumper sticker, please feel free to email me. I have an email on my channel about page, or there it is at the bottom of the screen. If you want a bumper sticker, I'll send one to you. I got a bunch of them, and I'm going to be going through some big changes on the channel. I say big, but they're just changes, I guess, on the channel. Do you want to put the link in and I can show you what I make? Sure. Sure can. There you go. Oh, no, not yet. I got to hit send. There. I'm going to get a refill. I'll be right back. Hold on. I've had a very busy day. Excuse me. Let's see, I got up early. Tried to book a campground, didn't work out. All right, you ready? Here we go.
Yes.
Hey,
Hello.
there you go. Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Good. Good.
I
So-
had this thing that you can put around your neck. My little piece that goes on my tripod. The little nut keeps coming out, and it made my phone turn and stuff. So I was like, okay, fine. I had this little thing, and I thought, I'm going to go back to my bedroom and get that thing so I could sit it on this little thing that I have over here, and thought, okay, good. Well, yes, you were correct. That is from Yogi Hollow Farm is where I found out about your channel and clicked on it. I've watched some of your videos. I've been in your when you've done your lives and
thank you.
Like that. And Leanne, Mennonite Farmhouse.
Right.
1A hat and scarf. And I just finished this absolutely beautiful.
Wow. That's nice.
This absolutely beautiful scarf. I mean, it's pretty wide. It's like 14 inches wide.
Wow.
You know, so she's getting that, and this may vibrate a little bit. I'm going to show you the hat.
Oh,
this
that's
is with
really
the
nice.
2 yarns put together.
That's really nice. Thanks,
You know,
James.
So she's getting that. And this is how I make my hats, on a round loom.
Okay.
On these round looms.
Let me say hello to a couple of people. Hey, Leonard and James Cantonese. Thanks for coming in. This is just a test. It's not a formal live.
Yeah. So I make these hats, and I'm tying
That's a really
off
nice
the edge.
hat.
I'm tying off the edge. Oh, they are warm. What I end up doing is when I go to Michael's, they have those huge things that you make blankets out of. And they have lots of different colors. I will cut where that yarn ends and wind it up and put them all together. And that is the yarn. That is the yarn that I use to make these hats out of, because everybody says, "Oh, they're so soft. What do you use?" I use soft yarn. But I have not been crocheting very long. I've been only crocheting for 6 months.
Well, you're doing a great job. Obviously, it looks great.
You know, but yeah, I have to wait because I don't get paid till the 1st, and I have to buy a battery for a remote that I have for my little camera. Where is that thing? I'm not sure where it is. It's a Sony. No, it's not a Sony. It's an older camcorder that has the SD card plus the little VHS tape.
Wow, that is old.
Yeah, it's a combination. So I'm going to be using that, and it has a remote that I have to buy a battery for it so I can turn it off. Turn it off, turn it on, to
Sure, sure.
record.
Well, it sounds like you got a good start, so it's going to turn out well,
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know why my phone the picture keeps freezing up on mine, and I don't understand why. There it goes again.
It seems to be okay on my end. It hasn't froze up on my end.
It's an old LG Phoenix 5, so I don't have the latest and greatest.
Right. Yeah, that does make a difference.
Yes.
I've noticed because
Do you live close to Orlando?
Yeah, it depends on what side of Orlando, but I'm about 40 minutes from the Orlando International Airport because I'm on the east side of the state.
Oh, okay.
And if I wanted to go into the heart of Orlando, it would be, a little bit farther. Like Disney World's about an hour or so, hour and 5 minutes from here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, because I would have to go a little bit farther south to get on the road that goes straight to Orlando. So it's probably a good 15 minutes to get to that road.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. But anyway, it's nice to be close to International Airport. I'm in a position to where right now this is going to be a temporary location. So I'm working on my circumstances for the future to decide where I would like to stay. So.
Oh, okay. That's kind of the same situation I'm in. I'm in a home that, being on disability, trying to keep the upkeep on this place, I can't. I really can't.
Right.
So I have to basically wait till I turn 62. Most people are like, what? I'm now 60 and I'll be turning 61 sometime in July.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to let this house go. Find somebody that will literally trade me for a fairly nice motorhome.
There you go.
And I want to go to Wyoming.
There you go. Yeah. Somebody was telling me land was pretty good up there in Seattle, and I'm like,
no, I will not. I will not go to Seattle. I've lived in Seattle. It's too expensive. My parents left there. They left there, so I won't be going that far.
Yeah. Well,
I do have family that lives in Everett, a sister that lives in Everett, and one that lives in Toledo, but I'm not going there. So
no, I don't have a desire to go there either. I'm a native from my place where I'm at now in Florida, so I love it here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm from the other side of the coast. I was born in Southern California.
Really? Wow.
2 years old. 2 years old when I left, so I remember nothing.
Right. Well, somebody else came in. It's Tim from Mobang for You Bucks. How you doing, Tim?
Oh, I've never seen that channel.
Isn't that a cool name?
Yes, it is.
Mobang for You Bucks.
It was the lady from Mennonite Farmhouse that named my channel.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yes, it was. Because I was coming up with a whole bunch of different names, and it just wasn't appealing to me.
Speaking of names, I'm probably going to have a little, I don't know, I'm not going to call it competition, but I'm looking for some help. I'm going to do this on Tuesday on my next live. But I'm going to be asking for people who can come up with a name. I'm looking for a name for a business. So, what can it hurt to ask people, what are your ideas, Because, some people come up some really cool names like, Lightning Strike or Action. I like the Action kind of thing, or some kind of name that has a good meaning.
I can understand that.
Let's see. Tim says, I would never leave Southern California. I have been here 42 years. And Tim is a retired, is it a airplane mechanic, helicopter mechanic? What kind of a mechanic were you, Tim? You used to build or work on things. So he's retired from that. And he has, I think, Tim, you have a van. He goes around in his van. He has a home. He has a home, but he goes out in a van and kind of camps a little. I'm not 100% sure everything about his channel, but he also cooks. So he's quite the talented gentleman. He says he was IT tech and aircraft mechanic. Cool.
Oh,
Very
that
cool.
is cool.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I met up with him at one of the YouTubers meetups, and great guy to hang out with. So he's really cool.
That is so nice.
I like people that are real and not putting on a show.
My channel's going to be about helping people learn how to make these hats, and there was some other ladies that I had gotten on their live stream and was on there for almost 2 hours, and she was trying to figure out, she was showing this other lady her edge of her crocheted blanket that she was making, and it was all over the place.
Wow.
And I says, well, do you invite people up on your panel, and do you put the link in? And they did. And I showed them the edges that I have. And what they were doing was twisting the yarn and going back the other way.
Mm.
You literally have to kind of pull up that last one that you crocheted and take the crochet hook out and put it back the other way. So you're not twisting it. It causes you to go back and forth, up and down as you're doing this. They didn't know that. And then they started on making these headbands, and their edges were straighter, and they were like, oh my God. So I helped them. And Thursday night with this little crafting channel, I'm going to be up there showing them how to start and finish one of these. And I can do one of these in about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, one of these hats.
Hold on, just Rebecca, excuse me for just a second. Let me say hello to someone who came in. This is Blaine. His channel's called Rayleigh Creative Travel, and he does travel tips for doing cruises, right, Blaine? And he goes on cruise ships and goes and visit different things. So he's a great guy. I met him also at the YouTuber meetup in North Carolina. So yeah, he says real people who are themselves is so important. Yeah, I don't like to be patronized. I like people that are flawed and okay with dealing with it and getting past, and just, okay, I got a flaw, let's keep going, kind of thing. So now we got Tim talking. He says he owns his own house. He's debt free for 12 years. He's got a minivan. He says, I'm cheap, so I travel and I live in a minivan. He owns his own house, and he bakes. And look, he's got little pies there. That's nice. Wow. And let's see, Blaine says correct, cruise and land travel. So he does both. He lives in a fifth wheel. I believe Blaine lives in a fifth wheel camper with his wife. Great people. And James Cantonese bakes. So if you like baking and cooking, him and his wife bake and cook. Cruising scene. Hello, I'm testing out my microphone. This is not an official live, but Rebecca wanted to show me what she was gonna do on her channel. She has no content yet, but she's about to do some videos, and she wanted to come up and show me what she had made. And she made a shawl or some kind of scarf, and then a toboggan or beanie cap.
Beanie cap, yeah.
Feel free to show it again. You can show us again.
Yeah, this is the loom that I use to make these hats, and then make the bands and stuff. They're really warm.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. Yeah. Check out this name of a channel, the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla.
I've seen them on other lives.
So I had to practice saying their name so I could say it good.
I would think so too.
Oh my goodness. So cruising scene, where are you guys at now? What are you doing? Are you on a cruise? Are you on a trip, or are you home right now? I'm home right now. I'm going to be home for a little while. I do have a camping trip in March planned. But I got some changes coming up on Tuesday. I'm going to talk about it on Tuesday on my live about what changes are coming up. So some things are going to definitely be up in the air and be changing. So let's see here. I'm looking through the chat as quick as I can. Yeah. All right. The mic sounds great. And I believe your name is Jeff, right? The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. It's Jeff and his wife. I forgot. I don't practice the names enough. Mike sounds great. Wonderful. You crochet. Cool. So he's telling you that's cool.
Yes.
And he said it's cruising scene says cute. And then Rayleigh Creative Travel says, "Hey, Sharon." So Gypsy saying hello to James. Love made crafts. Oh yes. Have you ever heard Rebecca, have you ever heard of Thrifty Angela?
No.
Thrifty Angela is a friend of mine through YouTube who does Dollar Tree style crafts. So she buys things from Dollar Tree and makes really cool stuff out of it.
They've now raised the price to $125 now on certain items.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, things have
they have
inflation, yeah. So the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla says it's Jeff and Tammy is easier to remember. Jeff and Tammy. Well, I'll try to remember that, Jeff. At least I remember Jeff. And Cruisin' Scene says we just got off Adventure of the Seas a couple of weeks ago. We are Gary and Sharon back in Texas. Well, welcome home. I'm in Florida, and we're going to have the coldest night of the whole season. We're looking to get around 30 degrees here in warm, sunny Florida.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it's going to be quite the chilly adventure tomorrow morning waking up. If you're going to go to church, I'm going to try to go to church. I'd love to go to the early service, but might be a little too cold.
There was one morning I walked out to my van and started it up and looked at the temperature where the thing is up there, and it said 0. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I really wish that we would go to the metric system so we could all be like the rest of the world in a sense and be able to, because the metrics in my experience have been a little easier than the standard system. But anyway, that's cold. I don't know if I've ever been in 0. I've been in 9 degrees. Let's see here. Mobang Tim says all that have to do is add dollars to tree, and no more $1, he says. We got several dollar stores right where I'm at, and I'm kind of suburb country. A lot of people have acres of 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 acres here, but they're just putting a new dollar store half a mile from where I'm at, and there's like 2 or 3 over here. It's crazy.
Wow. Crazy.
Let's see here. Jeff and Tammy says, maybe not easy to remember, but definitely easier to say, laugh out loud. 2 out of this morning. I like saying the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla now that I can say it good. It's a cool name. Oh, James says that heat wave, it high 12 here. -4 tonight. Yeah. I'm happy where I'm at. Oh, look who I was just talking about, you, Thrifty Angela, and there she is.
Yeah.
Thrifty Angela does all kinds of cool crafts on her channel. She does them for every season, Christmas. Now she's doing Valentine's stuff. She'll be doing Easter, obviously. And they're really simple to do. And she does a good job of just taking it slow and showing you how to do it. So great channel to check out.
That is great.
And I met her also at the YouTuber meetup in North Carolina. She's laughing. She says, we're talking about Dollar Tree. Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Blaine says, we went to Colorado for Christmas in 2012, and it was -26. Burr.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. Tim says, speaking of Angela, huh? There she is.
I'm going to have to definitely, I haven't really gotten into the crafty part of YouTube, and I need to, because that's kind of where I'm going to be in doing what I do.
Well, she does a lot of simple stuff. It's not very, complex. And when I say simple, I saw one, probably the simplest thing I ever seen her do was take a clear bottle, whether it was a wine bottle or something. She poured paint in it and got the paint all over the inside of the bottle and poured out the excess paint. and then she drew on it with a Sharpie and put some kind of design on it, like a smiley face, or put Merry Christmas or something, and then like tied a bow on top of it or something really simple. And I was like, wow, that looks great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Or she took some wood lettering that was carved and made out of wood, like it said love, really big, like 5 inches tall by about 14 inches long, and it LOVE. And she bought 4 of them. So I'm guessing they were $1 a piece. So for $4, she glued them side, like to make a rectangle. So she had love, you turn it like a cube, love, love, love. And then she turned it on its side and made a vase out of it, and somehow made a flower vase out of it. I was like, that is totally cool. So Tim says he's leaving. That's fine. This is a test. I didn't expect to have people here talking.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you guys came in and said something about the microphone, because I'm trying to this new microphone I got.
It sounds great.
Thank you. I was comparing different locations, like, almost 15 inches away, then over here on the side. Now I took off the little filter thing. This little thing, I took that off and put just a wind foamy thing, and I put it right below me like this. And I think this is probably the best location. I think the negative for it being in front of me is seeing the keyboard. I just have to do this or something. But getting used to not talking so loud, because I usually talk loud and get all excited and strain my voice.
It sounds pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to get off here because I've got to finish tying the edge of this scarf that I made for her and finishing up, and just wanted to see what you were doing, and, trying to figure out what I need to get done so I can get that first video up. And some people are saying, oh, go live. And I'm like, okay, I don't really know how to do that, but I'll figure it out, going through StreamYard or something like that.
Yeah, it's intimidating to do it at first, but you could practice StreamYard without going live. Like right now, I could end this broadcast, and since you're up, you could still practice talking and typing and things like that while it's not live.
Wow. Yeah. Well, being on my phone, that's a little bit hard. We've got to end up getting my brother does have a camera on his computer, and start doing it on the computer instead of my phone.
Yes. I use my computer camera. My computer's about 5 years old, so it's not that bad. So I use that, but I didn't really like the microphone, and I wanted to get something that was a little better, and I did. And I'm going to reach and get it right now. I had a portable microphone that was battery operated. I could take this microphone outside and hook it up to my phone or whatever, and it plugs right into the back of the computer. So I've been using that, and I'm not real happy with it. So I wanted to get something a little bit better. So hopefully this works out.
Okay.
Well, thank you for coming up.
Not a problem.
I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend, Rebecca.
I sure will.
And looking for your next video, for your first video.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. That was Rebecca from Rebecca Davis, Touched by Yarn. She's going to come up with a video here really soon, her first video. Is it a Blue Yeti? A Blue Yeti. The microphone? No, if the microphone is not a Blue Yeti, it's a Pseudotac. Pseudotac is the name of the microphone. It was $40 or something. It wasn't expensive at all. And it came with a stand to hold the microphone, and it came with the little buffers, the windsock or whatever. So I didn't spend a lot of money. Plus, my daughter gave me an Amazon discount card, or Amazon card for Christmas, so it was even cheaper. I got $25 off of that. So I just have to get used to talking quieter with this microphone. All right. James says, Jeff and Tammy, when's your next live? Absolutely glad you got that cruising scene. I got it. Thanks, James. WYW at Rayleigh Creative Travels. Okay, I never heard of that, but sounds good. Blue Yeti is a good mic for the price. Okay. Well, what happened? I was on someone else's live. I was on Hot Mess Missy. She's pretty wild. So but anyway, I was on her live and somebody came in that sounded really rich. I was like, that sounds really good. And she told me the name. However, I don't know if I got it right because I wrote down Sodaka, but what I found was Pseudotac. So Pseudoka. I think, I don't know. Maybe I misspelled it, but we'll see. I'm going to run with it. Gracie Seeking Adventures. Hi on the phone. So this shout out goes to all you awesome peeps. All right, thank you. I was just testing out my new microphone. Wasn't trying to do a live. But you're welcome to hang out and talk. I got a lot of stuff to do, and I got to keep going with the editing. And if you didn't get it, I'll be talking about how RV Weekends moves forward in the next few weeks. I'm going to be having some changes that are going to take time on my schedule. So I got to make some changes to the channel. I don't know how it's going to work because I'm going to figure it out as I go, but there's definitely going to be some sacrifices. But it's for a temporary period, but it could turn into something big later and very time consuming. We'll see. But I'll talk about it on Tuesday. Thank you, Gracie. I was testing out the sound side by side on a couple of other lives, but I already deleted the lives. Should have done that. I should have just put them private. Excuse me. Jeff says we have organizing the channel and rearranging things and release some older great vlogs, travel, and others. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Let's see here. That's what I've been doing. I've been purging. I had a lot of videos. I'm one of those hoarders when it comes to videos and pictures. So it started slowing my computer down while I was editing, and that was really frustrating and annoying. So I called Apple. And again, my computer's 5 years old. It's an old computer. But I called Apple and said, "Hey, what's going on?" And they support for free, and they give you free support on your software that you buy. And they were there. So they told me this is what's going on. They walk you right through everything. I mean, they just get on your screen, tell you what to do, and they can see your screen, and they tell you, click here, click here, click here. And they said, "Oh, you got too much video and pictures on your memory. It's slowing down your processor or whatever." And I had lots of documents and emails, and I didn't know this, but emails, texts, anything you send slows down. It takes memory. You would think you'd send a text and it would go away, but it doesn't. Or you send an email and it will go away. It doesn't. It has to be stored somewhere or until you delete it. So I had to delete hundreds of emails, hundreds of texts, and all those pictures and emojis that you share on your phone when you're sending texts and emojis. That fills up your memory. So the Apple guy was just awesome and showed me how to find it and delete these things. And like I said, I had documents. You know, when you get documents sent to you through email or text, it takes up memory on your phone. And then if you're like me, my phone syncs up with my computer every time we get together. So those things go onto my computer like the texts and the emails. So it slows down everything. So I have to keep pictures, and I keep getting, I decided I'm going to get rid of all these pictures that I've been saving, not everything, but 90% of it. And I'll just make a quick video. And if I want to go back to it, I can see it on YouTube, and get rid of it out of my computer. Angela says, I need to clean out my computer. I am hoarding too when it comes to pictures and videos. Yeah, mine is amazing right now, because you know how when you upload a picture or a video and you got a screen with all these pictures, and everything that you just uploaded is at the bottom, and then you want to get up somewhere else, you got to scroll up. Well, the other day I went to scroll up, and I went up and got to something faster than I expected. I'm like, okay, because I deleted so many videos and pictures because I uploaded them on to YouTube. So that's why you're seeing a premiere every day on YouTube, is because I'm just offloading old footage. And I have tons of really old footage that I need to buy an VHS 8mm player that can convert to digital, so I can put it on my computer and take all that VHS tape, cut it down, throw away what's too much of the same thing, and then I can get that old VHS 8mm footage off of the tapes, because they're tapes, get it off of there and get it into a hard drive. We had videos from 6 months ago and we never made public. We meetups and some great stuff. They uploaded private and we never released them. You can believe that. Wow, that is crazy. Wow. I move my pictures to my picture file. Okay. Yeah, I have an external hard drive, a couple of them, 3 of them. And what I'm doing is I'm using my onboard memory for uploading, offloading from the phone or the camera to the computer. And then I make a video. And once the video is done, it goes, I copy it or record it into my external hard drive. That way it's off the computer. Then all those pictures that I use to make the video, I delete. I don't delete everything unless, it's repetitive or something not that high quality. Like there's certain clips that are so good that I just couldn't delete them. And maybe I'll make a video later, because like high quality 4K underwater video in the spring of a manatee coming right up to the camera. Nah, I didn't want to delete that. Stuff like that really, really good videos. So I'll probably go back through it again and make some more videos. But anyway, this was just a test. Now it turned into a live, so I might as well hang out a little bit. Why not, right? Why not? I'll show you, since you guys are hanging out, I'll show you what I'm talking about with some high quality videos. That sounds great. Jeff says, that sounds great, Robert. That dolphin was, I know. Yeah, that was something that I've never had happen. I mean, I've had dolphins around me. No big deal. But to be able to see their body for that long, and then a fish came up and it started chasing the fish. That was totally incredible, because I have been shooting a lot of sunrises, because when I get up in the morning, it's before sunrise. And as I'm driving, there's always a sunrise. So I got lots of sunrises. So something inside of me said, why don't I mean, everybody sees the beautiful sunrises. Why don't I take some pictures and video of, thank you, it was. Why don't I take some pictures and videos of the sun high in the sky of the area around where I work? Because there's water there. It's beautiful. And then there's the beach land, the barrier area. So I thought, where's a good place to do that? Oh, I remember there's a place that is right on the water. I can stop and shoot some video and take pictures. So I pull up and I see some swirling in the water over there, and I'm doing a panoramic shot and taking some pictures. And I'm like, what's that swirling way over there? It was far away. It was 100 feet away or so, or 55, 60, 80 feet or something. It wasn't close. And I saw the swirlies in the water, and then I started taking pictures, and I saw the fin come out, and I'm like, oh, that's a dolphin. Let me take some pictures of the dolphin. And then he came right next to me chasing the fish. It was incredible. It really was. So anyway, let me show you a couple of things of what I'm talking about that I definitely do not want to delete, that I made some videos in the past of, but the footage is just so good. It's hard to delete it because it's that good. And I also have pictures of my grandson that I haven't even edited, that I have a channel that for my grandson. I have a YouTube channel just for him, that he can, I don't get to see him all the time, but he can look at the channel and see me. So it's for him. So let me get to it. Oh, here's an old historic photo. Old historic photo. I think I was 17. This is how silly the old footage is. This was a picture of a picture. A picture of a picture. Let me share it out. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. That is, I loved trains as a kid. And this is an engine right here on a side train track that is actually decommissioned right now. I'm down there on the bottom right corner. That's me on a bicycle with a cowboy hat on. I thought I was real country back then. But anyway, I love trains, and here I am riding next to a train, and somebody took the picture. I don't know who took that picture. But anyway, stuff like that. Let me take that down. Hey, Fairy Dust, how are you? Greetings. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday morning. I'm trying to find a special clip that there's some other stuff also, but I'm trying to find a certain clip. And I'm going to remake some videos that I wasn't happy with. I want to do a better job with the videos. And some of these sunrises, I still find it hard to delete. Hard to delete. Let's see here. I'm looking for a clip, so pardon me. And I'm looking and I'm going to talk about it on Tuesday, looking to talk to a graphic designer to make some graphic designs for me. Here's probably my most favorite picture I have ever taken. Love this shot. That has got to be my favorite picture I ever took. No, I'm doing a microphone check. I just bought a microphone and I'm just checking it. And then a bunch of people started coming in that were interested and started talking. So I haven't stopped. I'll stop in 15 minutes. This was on this was at Silver Springs in Ocala in Florida. Yeah, it was just epic. That picture is just beautiful. And just to show you how good that picture was, this was the very next picture. Didn't come out nearly as good. And here was another one. Too many ripples. I went there again, probably, I think it was the next year. Couldn't get a picture that was that good. That other picture was just phenomenal. And here's some of the spring water. This is a different spring, actually, I believe. Either way, beautiful spring. Let's see here. Let me take this down. go back here. And there was some other spring photos video that was just epically beautiful. And I'm looking for it. So many photographs. So many photographs. Yeah, I don't know where that is now. I can't find it. But it was some underwater footage with my action camera in some really clear water. Super, 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 super clear. I can't believe I can't find it now. That's really annoying. You know, when you're looking for a picture and you know where it is, but you don't know where it is. This was one of my favorite springs. It's called Rock Springs. Rock Springs is my favorite spring. Yeah, I just happened to be doing some editing work when I saw Robert on that very yeah. What am I doing here? Testing. I'm testing my new microphone. Oh, it's very nice. It's fat. I keep bumping it because I got to get used to it. Wait. I was working on Oregon meetup stuff. Oh, cool. Very nice. Go check out Sea Turtle on our Scrappy Acres Homestead channel. You may enjoy just a short one. Yeah, I would. I would like that. So anyway, this area is such a beautiful spring, and it has these shallow little trails. I call them trails. They're shallow little trails. Watch this and you could just step out of your kayak because it's like 12 inches deep. That's my brother and his wife. And beautiful spring. And there were springs all over the place. They were just coming out of the woods. There's my sister and her friend. And there they go. I mean, I love that about Florida with all these springs, and it looks like a jungle. It's just cool. And it's so pristine. It's quiet. And you pull off and you can just hang out on the shore. It's so cool. Actually, I have reservations for a couple of spring camping trips. Trying to get another one, another camping trip at a spring called Rainbow Springs, and the water is really cool. It's unlike any spring I've ever seen. The watercolor. Oh, look at that. That's a spring head. That's one of the spring heads. And there's a roped off swimming area. Really nice. And you can see the water coming out of the sand and out of the rocks. It's really cool. Oh, there we are. Hello there. Hello. Oh, look at that. That's somebody on a roller coaster and then made a face so funny. I just took a picture of it. And there's my brother making his funny face and his wife. Cheetah hunt. And there's somebody riding a roller coaster that looks like they're just driving a car. It's like, really? You're on a roller coaster. You don't look like you're enjoying that. Oh, funny stuff. Funny stuff. Yeah, it is beautiful. I love the springs. Love the springs, but they are cold. But when it's 90 degrees out, it's not bad, right? When it's 90 degrees out, it's not bad. Oh, this is hilarious. All right, this is me. Don't show this to my boss. Don't show this to my boss. This was me on a roof, and the roof had a glass pipe coming out of it. So a vent stack is what we would call it. And here I am making a joke here. It's like, dude, it's a big bong. Dude, it's a bong. What's up, man? Don't tell my boss. As a kid, we would swim in the Christine. It was freezing. Yeah, I hear you. No. 90 degrees is bad. 80s is good. Well, Florida, we get above 90. I've rarely seen it at 100, but I have seen it at. It's not always above 95, but it does happen. Well, just kind of like freezing here. It doesn't really freeze usually, but it does happen. So it's going to happen tonight. Well, I don't mean my boss, but my employer. Get it out on the internet, right? This guy, he works for this and that, and look at him. Hey, it just made me think about it those days. Yeah, so and I found this on a roof recently. Look at that. It looked like a mirror for someone's bicycle and a drone on a roof of a school. Trippy, huh? You never know what you find on a roof. I mean, I found some interesting things on a roof. Goes, look, they're coming. We're going to get busted. Throw it on the roof. And yeah, I find all kinds of stuff on a roof. Oh, let me show you this ride, right? Let me show you this ride. This is probably one of my favorite rides too. This was a ride at Busch Gardens. I forget what it's called. But it is a good ride. Let me turn off the mic. The sound. So you sit in this chair, and it takes you up about 300 feet and drops you. But here's the catch. Look what you're sitting in. I'm sorry the picture's sideways, but look what you're sitting in. You're sitting in this chair with the little chest protector thingy that holds you in, right? Well, they rotate you backwards so you're leaning down on your chest and you are facing straight down, and the only thing holding you in is these little bars right here in your chest. You're facing straight down. I mean, it's pretty scary. It scared me to death the first time I did it. And this is a video of me on the ride. Watch this. This is a video of me on the ride going up on this ride with no hands. I'm holding onto the phone. I'm doing this with my phone. Going up, up, up. Let me see here. There's another roller coaster over there. And it's not jerky. I don't know why it's jerky, if it's jerky to you. It's not jerky. The recording isn't jerky. It seems jerky on my end. Look at that. And look, it tilts you face straight down. You're laying on your belly now, and that little shoulder harness is holding you, and then they drop you. Woo! Oh. Yeah. Best ride almost ever. I think the Tower of Terror is my favorite ride because there's so theming to it. There's so much theming on the Tower of Terror. Yeah, it scared me to death. The first time I was scared. I was really scared. But after that, it was just like skydiving. It was really cool. But that was at Busch Gardens. And it was definitely cool. I got to clear my throat, so I'm going to mute the microphone. Love it. Jeff loves roller coasters, and so do the kids. Not Tammy. My kids rode front seat on the Millennium at Cedar Point when they were just tall enough. Wow. Actually, we taught our littlest to walk up. Sweet. On his tippy toes so he could ride. Oh, man, that's so dangerous. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Now that I reached the old age, some rides do intimidate me. And I'll try everything pretty much once. But there's a some of those roller coasters out there. I'm like, never doing that one again. That was good. I mean, it's too good. It's that good. It's too good. If I was younger, I'd love it. But SeaWorld, they have a roller coaster called Manta. So like a manta ray. So you're not sitting, you're face down like this. You're looking straight down the whole ride, and you're flying. It's like you're flying like a manta ray. Great ride, but too intense for this old man now, as old as I am now. Too intense. And then we have me jumping out of a tree into the spring. Let me pull that up. So right beside the spring, there is a tree with some steps. And I climb way up there. You can look way up in the tree. You can see my white shirt. Here I go. Okay, some reason music started. I didn't want music to start. Let me try that again.
Goes Robert.
Sweet. Yeah. That was fun. And then, of course, some of the best pictures of all, my little grandson sleeping on me. All right, well, this has been fun, and I could do this all day, but you guys got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. I did laundry. I mopped the floor, sweep the floor. I did, what did I do? Oh, I got some propane. I visited my sister, and I did a lot already today, so I got more to do. Wait a second. The Millennium was the world's tallest. Wow. Cedar Point also have top thrill dragster. Cool, which is the fastest in the world. That's awesome. I think Universal has some kind of a roller coasters like a dragster, goes like this and straight up and then straight down. I've never done that yet, but I'd love to do it. I would love to do it. All right. Yes. Let me sign off of here. I got a whole hour in and I didn't even plan to do that. I just testing out this new microphone, baby. I bet it sounds really good this way, doesn't it? Really good. We'll do that though. Because I have to see the keyboard. All right. Thank you guys for popping in and saying hello. I'm so happy that you did. Also, I have changes coming to talk about on Tuesday. So it's so many that I need to write it all down. And share it with you on Tuesday. So thank you for popping in and saying hello, Angela, Fairy Dust, Jeff, Tammy, Gracie, Cruising Scene. You told me your names, but I already forgot. I have to go backwards and look. Rayleigh, Blaine, thank you for being here. I'm looking up on the chat to try to find your names. Oh, I have something to eat. This is left over from 2 days, so hopefully it's still good. 2 days. Yeah. 1 donut left of 4. Have a great day. Have a great day. Cruising. I gotta find your name. I gotta practice your names. Let's see. We have coming up. Be fun. Gotta find your name. You guys can sign off. It's okay. I usually turn off the video and let the chat keep going. So now I'm looking for Cruisin's name, but I can't find it. You told me your name, but sorry. Seconds in the microphone. Wait a second. What does that mean? Seconds in the microphone. Have a nice day. You guys have a nice day, and hopefully you drop back on Tuesday. And I have premieres. I think I have a premiere today, tomorrow, Monday. So Sharon and Gary, this is Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for tuning in and watching. And blessings to you all. Have a great weekend. And hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. And again, check out the premieres. See you later.